Next up, we have Gravitate by Creo. My understanding is that this is featured in Geometry Dash. Once again, everybody, this is a Basterd's LFA, a Layman-Friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician and composer, and my objective here is to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what is happening here musically. So, if you like the sound of that, make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever term you want to use, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, become a member, all that good stuff. Two disclaimers. Number one, this is my first time hearing this track, at least paying attention to it. And I will be pausing and talking a lot, as I will be explaining things as I hear them or as I realize them. And number two, this is recorded live on stream on a single take. I will stumble upon my words. Whatever happens, happens. So, with that being said, let's do this. Gravitate. Oh, bye, Celia. Good to see you. All right. Let's do this. Okay, so really cool start with this like winding up sound that we get at the start. Really, really cool. And we start with what sounds to be a guitar that is filtered behind some sort of pedal. And we're just holding a note. We're just playing one note over and over. Really good. Really good way of starting. The effects are what are driving things right now. The effects of the guitar are giving it an extra sense of rhythm, which is kind of supplementing the lack of drums at this point. But let's see where it goes. Oh, we do have drums. We have a. Okay, now we have brought in the drums. We have brought in the second guitar, giving us what I like. I love this. We have some octave displacement. Octave displacement is the concept of taking a melody and displacing it in the octave. So what is an octave, right? So when it comes to music, we use scales. Scales are the collection of notes. In the West, we use the chromatic scale, which is the entire range of notes. And out of that, you select usually 7 notes. In this case, let's just use numbers, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, and 7. And then the octave, which would be the eighth note, is going back to 1. So then you just repeat, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And each of these would be an octave. So octave displacement is the art of taking, let's say we have a melody that goes from 1 to 2 to 3. That is our melody, right? Octave displacement is taking the same melody and then displacing which octave things are happening. Because don't forget, 1 to 1 is an octave, 1 to 1 is another octave, 1 to 1 is another octave. So we have 1 to 2 to 3, that's octave displacement. 1 to 2 to 3, that's octave displacement. And what we're doing right now is we are going from the first repetition was just repeating 1 over and over and over again. What we're doing right now, 1 we're repeating, then we're going up to 1 and then going back, giving us this brief moment of octave displacement. Really cool. Did somebody just accuse Dunkel of having hair? How dare you? How dare you? Thank you for hanging out, Blitz. Catch you around. How dare you accuse Dunkel of having hair? Absolutely unacceptable. So, let's see. So yeah, we have this. And if you want a band that is insanely good at octave displacement, Polyphia. Almost everything they do is octave displacement. One of my favorite songs by them, or favorite tracks, is Goat. G-O-A-T. Goat. Really cool, and the thing that makes their riffs sound so insanely cool and difficult is octave displacement. So yeah, there you go. Let's see where this goes. Was heard Bolivia? Yeah, there you go. And the cool part about the octave displacement here is that when the notes go up, it ends up giving us an accent. So accents in music is not to be able to tell if somebody's from York or Bristol or London. It's for accentuation. Accentuation accents is when you highlight specific points in the rhythm using something usually other than your drums. When you have music, you have three elements: melody, harmony, rhythm. And accents are something you use rhythmically, usually using some sort of melody. So in the case of this right now, the octave displacement, when that note goes up, that is an accent. And we are using that to highlight that rhythm, because that rhythm is not as straightforward as some of the rest or some other rhythms. So using that octave displacement as an accent adds an extra layer to this track. Let's see where it goes. So yeah, we have a really cool. We add an extra layer now with a synth, giving us kind of a second layer to the melody. And so far, this repeated note has been our motif. Motif being the smallest version of your musical idea, the seed, the essence from which everything else comes from, right? And what I'm liking about this is that the overall time signature, the overall beat is fairly straightforward, but having those accents from the octave displacement throws you off enough that it made me think that we were in an odd time signature. So let me explain that, right? So as I said, music, you have melody, harmony, rhythm. Rhythm is the use of time. How fast things happen, when they happen, your beat, everything like that. And it's also divided into bars or measures. These are interchangeable terms. And these are then defined by a time signature. Time signature is going to be composed of two numbers, an upper number and a lower number. Upper number is going to be the number of beats. The lower number is going to be the type of beats this is based on. In English, pretty easy to remember. Whole notes are represented by number 1, half notes, number 2, quarter notes, number 4, eighth notes, number 8, oh my god, that was a horrible 8, number 8, 16th notes, number 16, so on and so forth. So in this case, and by the way, one whole note has 2 half notes, 1 half note, 2 quarter notes, 1 quarter note, 2 eighth notes, so on and so forth. So in the case of 4/4, we would be having 4 quarter notes in a bar, and we would be counting them as such. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 for every single one of these that we have. Now, after that comes the term of syncopation. The opposite of syncopation is on beat. So in a 4/4 bar, anything that hits on any of these quarter notes is considered to be on beat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is on beat. Anything that we might do outside of that, so anything that happens between those 4 quarter notes, is syncopation. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it gives you that sense of extra pace and everything. And what Creo is doing over here is that he's taking an overall measure of 6/4. That's a weird 6, which 6/4, upper number is the number. So instead of counting to 4, we are counting to 6. And these are fairly slow. So we are going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But what we are doing is, instead of having the drums going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, we are engaging in syncopation somewhere in this middle area. And we're throwing off the rhythm with that octave displacement to give this a feeling of, this is not 6/4, this is something else. And it's just really, really cool. And Ripper, I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Welcome today. And welcome back, Adam. So yeah, we're having this going on right now. And oh my god, it's working. And it took me a couple of repeats to realize that this was just 6/4. So yeah, let's go. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And yeah, we're building up now. And we use one of the most devastatingly effective tools that a musician has at hand. Silence. Absolutely wonderful. We drop the beat. Let me go back and hear that drop again, and let's see where it goes. And we are using this octave displacement motif. It's such a simple motif. It's 2 notes. It's 2 notes. And it's not even 2 notes. It's 2 octaves of the same note. And that's it. That's all we're getting with this motif. But it is working so well. It's such a simple thing, which goes to show how you don't need to have a super elaborate motif for any kind of thing like that. You just need something good. And again, there's the phrase less is more. And in music, the simpler your motif, the more you'll be able to explore with it. Because one of the tricky things about a motif and motific development is developing that motif, creating variations on that motif, and doing all of these different things. Because then you got to cultivate that seed. You got to sow that seed. You got to learn how to grow those trees out of it. So the simpler your motif, the more options you're going to have. And in this case, we have a 1 note on octave displacement motif, and it's the rhythm. It's the rhythm. This whole thing is being driven by a very straightforward, simple syncopation motif, rhythmic motif. But it is working so well. And Creo is fully exploiting every single second of this. And now we're in the drop. Let's see where this goes. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, the first video is with actual motion. Nice. And there you go. We finally get anything more than just the initial motif. We're getting an actual melody, an actual run of some more notes, and oh my god. It's refreshing in a very cool way, and at no point have I felt that this motif has been overstayed. This is very well paced, and yeah, there you go. We are having these really cool new layer up above, giving us a bit of counterpoint to this. Counterpoint being the study of melodies, how melodies are, how they interact with each other. Usually it's what happens when you pit more than one melody against each other and you see them work together, usually independent. So yeah, no, Creo is really good. It was really good. Like the way that Creo develops motifs is really, really good. And in this case, the fact that the main motif has been an ostinato. So ostinato is you repeat the exact same thing over and over again. We're 1 minute into a 3-minute piece, and the motif has stayed pretty much the same, with the octave displacement going out and back in. Yeah. Let's see where it goes. And we finally change chords. We engage in sequencing. So we swap the ostinato for sequencing. Sequencing is a way of developing motifs, in which you take your motif, in which case we are having this shape over here. I'm going to make a better version of it. We take that and we repeat it. But if you repeat it, if you do straight repetition and you do the exact same thing over and over, it's ostinato. Sequencing, we take this and we do it. We start it from a different point in the scale, and we create a sequence, which right now it's this downwards going line that is kind of like meta over there. Really, really good stuff. Let's see where. Really cool. With that extra synth up there. And off the ramp we go. Display, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the mosh pit. Welcome today. How you doing? Off the ramp we go. So going off the ramp, that's a colloquial term that I use. Colloquial is that there's no official academic term for what I'm going to say, or at least I'm not using it for the sake of simplicity and being able to explain things, right? So going off the ramp is what I call a transition. A type of transition where you want to make your listener feel suspended, up in the air, at the mercy of inertia, kind of like going off a ramp, waiting to see where we land. And it can be as short as a single beat. It can be as long as a full section. How do you do this? You remove the drums. Maybe the bass as well, which is precisely what has happened now. Let's see where we land. Complete 180. Complete 180 from everything else. We bring in actual chords. We bring in a chord progression. And when it comes to join the Creo Discord, okay, we'll see after that. Remind me after this. So when it comes to music, you want to keep a careful balance between what is new and what is familiar. Too much familiarity, too much repetition, you risk boring the listener, they tune out. Too much new material too quickly, you risk overwhelming the listener, they tune out. However, when it comes to music, we have something called, especially in instrumental, you have something called form. Form is the structure of your music. Usually when it comes to it, you're going to have section A, which is going to be whatever theme we're going. Right now, it's been this whole first half of this. And then you're going to want, in any piece, you're going to want some sort of section B. Section B is going to be a contrast from section A. However, if you do something completely unrelated, completely new material that is completely just new in every single way, it's going to sound disjointed. And it's going to simply work against you. This is one of the downfalls of genres like gent, where they just bring in new riff after new riff after new riff after new riff, completely unrelated material. And at what point does song A start and song 57 end? What's the difference here, right? Like, there needs to be some sort of familiarity. So you do need some sort of common thread, or threads, plural, when it comes to these things. So in the case of this piece, very clever from Creo. Very, very clever. The chords we are doing right now are the same sequence that we had from the sequencing of the motif with the octave displacement. It's the same overall direction, and right now we took this variation, this very sudden variation with the sequencing. We took it from ostinato to sequencing, and then we took that meta line that we had before and we put chords to it. And now we're playing that on the same rhythm as well. So very, very creative way of transitioning, giving us fresh material without really using fresh material, because the thing that happened here, right? So as I said, when it comes to scales and octaves, you have the bottom point and the high point, and that's basically what the octave displacement was doing. We were just going back and forth between the two. What Creo is doing now, instead of just playing the upper and lower note, we're actually filling up the other notes. We're just filling up the other notes that we had between the octaves, and we're letting that play out. We're introducing the harmony to this, and it's just very beautiful. Let's see where it goes. Oh. So yeah, there you go. We bring back the exact same rhythm that we had before, but now with the new stuff in it. We have the... And yeah, we no longer have the motif with the octave displacement. We just have the bass line holding the notes. While in section A, we had the motif doing the each individual note, right? Dum dum da dum dum da dum dum da dum dum. Now we just have bum bum bum. So yeah, let's see where it goes. Good, Nico. Good. I'm happy to see that. Genuinely. And we have a keyboard solo. We have a keyboard solo. So once again, familiarity versus new material. Usually you want to in some way resemble your motif or explore your motif or whatever rhythms you're doing. And the exceptions we have are solos. The universal exception is solos. You bring in a keyboard, guitar, saxophone, violin, drum, whatever instrument you want bring a solo. It gets replaced by the rule of cool. Everything gets replaced by the rule of cool. We are still using the same rhythm as before. We're still using the same accompaniment as before. But now we are letting the keyboard just have some fun. The other two things that we have that are exceptions to this rule as well. In electronic music, it's dropping the beat. And in metal, it is breakdowns. So there probably are others in other genres. I just can't think of them. So if you're watching this and you know from like your genre, like, oh, in jazz we have this, or in funk we have this, let me know. So yeah, let's see where this goes, because we are having a really, really fun keyboard solo. Let's see where it goes. Ooh, we changed the direction of the chords. Now we bring back. We simplify things. Drum fill. And once again, silence. We bring in silence to hit that high note, do a little bit of not just octave displacement, but with this moment of silence, we engaged in rhythmic displacement. That moment of silence, just pushing back the actual drop ever so slightly, creates more expectation, creates more tension, strengthens the cadence. So when it comes to music, you are making one of two things, right? You are building tension or you are resolving the tension. That point in between, we call cadence. And in this case, rhythmic displacement, usually it's that, right? Like you just mess around with the rhythm. But in this case, you take that moment of resolution and you just push it a little bit. And that, ironically, creates a phantom extra set of expectation and tension. Just pushing and delaying that. There is a sweet spot to achieve. If you do too much, then everything, you lose the element of it. But it creates extra tension, it creates extra cadence without having to really use anything. So silence, very, very useful. And now, of course, we are in the high note, we are in the climax of the piece, we're in the final minute of the track. So let's see where this goes. Yes, we have 104 quotes already, yeah. Sequencing of the motif. Another solo. Oh, nice. And yeah, no, the solo is another motif, I would say, but because it comes across as a solo, it doesn't matter. So yeah, no, okay, we got like 20 seconds left. Let's see how it ends. Really cool. Sequencing. How are you gonna end this? All right, one more run and cadence, and we resolve it and we leave it there, and there you go. Oh my god, dude, that was so simple. That would, like, all of these concepts individually were so unbelievably simple. The material was so unbelievably simple. Like, the main motif is two of the same note, just one octave away, bouncing back and forth, and Creo made it work by just exploring it freely, putting a very cool rhythm to it with that syncopated rhythm, and made 3 minutes out of this whole thing. Really good stuff, man. That was really, really good. I'm impressed. Like, I am very impressed by Creo. I am very, very impressed by Climax, by how he takes a lot of these concepts and just makes real good work out of them. This is really, really good. Really, really good stuff. So yeah, there you go. That was Gravitate by Creo. Once again, everybody, this has been the Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician and composer, and my objective here has been to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what has happened here musically. So if you're watching this on the YouTube video archive thing, thank you for watching. Make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever term you want to use. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, become a member, all that good stuff. If you want to listen to this without me interrupting every 3 seconds, I will be linking it in the description down below. If you want to request songs and you're not on the live stream, go to the Discord server, link down below. Go to the LFA requests channel and follow the instructions on the link on the pinned messages. And if you want to catch the streams when they happen live, we aim for Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Central European Time. 6 p.m. Central European Time. We have the full schedule up to date in your local time zones on both the Discord and the Twitch Discord server and Twitch channels, linked down below, so that you don't have to worry about, what time is 6 p.m. Central European Time in Tennessee. It's all there and it shows in your local time zone, and that's it. And yeah, and follow the gaming channel. We have a gaming channel because I'm in YouTube. Of course I have a gaming channel. That's where we put the VODs of our gaming after shows. Brained, dude. Second time in a row. Brained. That's where I put the VODs. Link down below. Games Are Basterd, or you can search for the YouTube channel. Games Are Basterd. Same username as James Are Basterd. Just swap the J for a G and you got it. And yeah. There you go. Man, I am impressed by Creo. I'm always impressed by Creo. Is just the way he develops motifs. Really, really good stuff, dude. Really, really good stuff. So, Gravitate by Creo, featured in Geometry Dash. Really, really good stuff. But yeah, let's move on.